Professor Hugh Montgomery, PhD in audiology, incredible background this guy's got. But right now he's working on bloodlines and god kings and all kinds of things. We were talking before the break about the incredible history of this stuff, but one thing that a lot of this revolves around is a particular period in the 4th century, the Council of Nicaea. Mm-hmm. Most people will know that this was a period when a bunch of bishops got together and decided on the future of Christianity. Can you enlighten us on this?
Right. In 315 AD, the Emperor Constantine called a council of church elders in Nicaea. Prior to that, about 2 years earlier, he'd done a deal with Sylvester, who was the bishop of Rome, whom he made the first pope. And let's be quite clear about it, the first pope was created not by a church council, but by Constantine. And he basically did a deal with Constantine, whereby Jesus' family would be written out of the Gospels, and Jesus would become a divine figure in much the same way that the old Roman emperors used to become divine.
Hence we get the associations with lots of pagan deities.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I mean, for example, this business of, virgin births. Well, it's like Jupiter coming down to Leda in the form of a swan and impregnating her. You've got Zeus coming down to Europa in the form of a bull and impregnating her. And you've got God coming down to Mary in the form of the Holy Ghost and impregnating her. Come on, it's straight out of... It's straight out of Roman mythology.
They're doing a great marketing campaign.
Absolutely.
All inclusive.
Yeah, because that's what the Romans would want in order to accept this new religion.
Yeah.
Okay? And basically, at this council, the Ante-Nicene Fathers produced genealogies, they produced Gospels, etc., that up to that point had been accepted everywhere. And basically they turned around and said, well, if Jesus is divine, is his twin brother is divine? If Jesus is divine, are his children divine? There was no answer.
Yeah.
So people like Athanasius all got very worked up about this. It's all lies, he's never had, he was God, blah, blah, blah.
And there's evidence that they did.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's all written out by Eusebius, the church historian, And furthermore, it's even done that by Malachi Martin, who was a Jesuit professor at Rome's Pontifical University. He confirms it.
Pretty decent evidence.
It's pretty decent evidence, isn't it? And what then happened, of course, was that Arius, another bishop, tried to make a half-decent compromise and said, okay, why don't we say that Jesus is like God, but not the same as God? But no, they wouldn't have it. And so what we've got eventually is what we know as the Council of Nicaea.
Yeah.
I believe in God the Father Almighty, etc., etc.
Yeah. It's a very clever thing that they did.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. But the Romans were great propagandists. They really were. I mean, spin doctors, gosh,
And excellent at using other people's ideas.
Oh, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were basically copying things that had also been gone before, too.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you're a Montgomery.
Yes.
Does the Montgomery bloodline, which I know full well and we know that